Nigerian vegan kitchens, easy vegan iftar recipes. All these recipes are 30 minutes and under, so they're perfect for anyone fasting during Ramadan or anyone looking for inspiration for really easy dinner ideas or meal ideas. The first recipe is a simple 3-bean salad, and I'm just going to use some cucumber and coriander and chop those up. And then to a colander, I'm going to add in some white beans, chickpeas and red kidney beans, and I'm just going to rinse these out to get rid of all the juice that they've sat in the can in. Once those are rinsed, I'm going to add in my beans to a bowl, and I'm going to season this with some salt, fresh chilies, my coriander, olive oil for dressing, and my cucumbers. The cucumbers give the beans a really, really nice crunch and texture, so you can also add in red onions if you want to. Then I'm going to set this aside and put it in the fridge to let all the flavours marry. So this is something that you can start to prep like an hour before you break your fast, or 30 minutes before you break your fast. And once it's time to break, then you just want to whip it out and eat it as a starter or as a side. And it tastes really good, so that's a fantastic option. The second recipe is a stir-fry noodle recipe, and the core ingredients for this are some soy sauce, preferably dark soy sauce if you have it, noodles, spring onions, garlic, and an assortment of vegetables. You can use pretty much whatever you have on hand. I'm going to start by making the sauce, which I will add some soy sauce, white rice vinegar, which is optional, onion granules, chili flakes, and maple syrup. The maple syrup is also optional, and you can swap this out for brown sugar if you want to. Then I'm going to add the noodles into a pan and just cover them in hot water. They already get soft as soon as you put them in hot water, so these are really, really quick to cook. Then I'm just going to let that come to a boil, and since the water is already hot, that only took about 2 to 3 minutes. Then I'm going to drain the noodles and just wash them to get rid of any excess starch. And to my frying pan, I'm going to add in my vegetables. I've chopped these up in squares because it's easier to do this, and I like the, I want to say, rustic look of the vegetables when they're cut this way. I also forgot to add in my garlic earlier on, so I've just chucked that in later. Once the vegetables have cooked and they're al dente, then I am going to add in my noodles. I'm going to add in my sauce that I made previously. Then I'm just going to add in my spring onions, and again just mix that in really, really well, and voila, you've got a really, really simple noodle recipe. The last recipe is a red lentil curry, and the total cook time for this is approximately 30 minutes. All you're going to need for this recipe is some garlic, ginger, onions, split red lentils. You can use other lentils, but these cook the quickest, chopped tomatoes, and coconut milk. I'm going to rinse my red lentils until the water goes from this to this, and then I'm going to let them sit in hot water as this speeds up the cooking process. Then I will also chop up my onions, ginger and garlic, and this should take about 10 minutes total. Then I'm just going to add some olive oil to a frying pan and toss in my chopped vegetables and combine these and let them fry until they are brown. Next up, I'm going to add in my canned tomatoes. You can use fresh tomatoes, but it's really simple to just use canned tomatoes. Again, cuts down cooking time. And then I'm going to season this with some salt, curry, cumin, coriander, pepper, and thyme. Then once that's reduced after about 10 minutes, then I'm going to add in my coconut milk and stir that in really well and combine it in with the lovely fragrant tomato base that has just been cooking. After this time and after that has sat and reduced for a while, then I'm going to add in my red lentils. And these have been sitting in hot water, like I said, and they will almost be done at this point. So it won't take much longer from this point before your curry is ready. I usually just give it about 5 minutes to just absorb some of the curry and the spices that I've put in the curry too. And I'm just going to serve this with some rice and sunflower seeds, which I eat with literally everything. And so that's it. These are 3 very simple and easy to make recipes that also taste delicious. So I do hope you try them and I do hope you like them. I'm also wishing everyone celebrating Ramadan a very, very, very happy Ramadan. And I'm wishing you everything good and positive as you embark on this journey over the course of the month. And I hope you enjoy your celebrations. Thank you for watching this video. We'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.